Alright, so today we're going to go over basics of knot tying using the fast workstation. I find that it's easiest to practice this using a rope or something that's thicker until you get the hang of it, and then you can progress to regular suture. So the first concept that we need to lock down is the difference between the post limb of the suture and the loop limb of the suture. So the post is what you're going to throw your loops or your half hitches around. So for this video, my post is going to be my left hand and my loop hand is going to be my right hand, and this will make a little bit more sense to you in just a second. So before you start, you want to shorten your post limb. So now I have a longer loop limb and a shorter post limb. And now we're going to throw half hitches or loops around our post. And these can be overhand or underhand throws. What I'm going to demonstrate first is throwing 2 underhand throws in a slip knot fashion. In order to do this, you can grab your loop limb by forming an OK sign and then roll your hand over and use your long finger to pass the loop around the limb. So now we've got 1 loop around our post using an underhand throw. I'm going to make another loop to go around that post so that we complete a surgeon's knot. So I've made my OK sign. I'm going to roll it under. I'm going to pass my loop. And so now, if you look at this, we've got 2 loops around our post. You can always tell which limb is your post because it goes straight right down to the workstation. So the post is the one that's straight, the loop limb is the one that's wrapping around the post. And so to slide these down, it works like a slip knot. We can actually just pull on the post limb and push those loops directly down so that they're tight onto the workstation. Now that's a complete slip knot. If we want to add a little bit of friction to the knot, we can throw an overhand throw with our loop hand. So with that, what we'll do is we'll pinch our thumb and our long finger and we'll extend our index finger and we'll cross over so that we make something that looks like a number 4. And then you take your index finger and slide it through, and then you can slide that on down. And then we can repeat half hitches by doing an underhand OK sign and sliding it down, and an overhand number 4 and sliding it down, underhand OK sign and sliding it down, overhand 4 and sliding it down. So I would get comfortable with forming that. One thing you'll notice though is I never switched my post. So everything is on this post, which means all of these knots are slip knots. So that is not good knot tying technique. It is a good way to learn how to tie half hitches initially, and you want to be able to do them equally right-handed and left-handed. Once you're comfortable with that skill, then we'll move on to the next step.